Welcome to Master Lectures. Now let's quickly look at these three tricky biology questions. These are Jamb questions that are very, very tricky, all right, in biology. Now we're going to tackle them and you're going to understand the whole concept. Now the first question, plants that grow in an area that is neither too wet nor too dry are plants that grow in an area that is neither too wet nor too dry. Now the answer is not A, hydrophytes. Hydrophytes are plants that grow in areas that is too wet, or you say hydrophytes are plants that grow in area with so much water. Now we also have xerophytes. Now xerophyte cannot be the answer because xerophytes are plants that grow in areas that is what, too dry, or you say areas where there is no water. Arid region is also called arid region. So when you see the word arid means dry. All right, so the correct answer to this question is mesophytes. Mesophytes, they grow in areas that is not too wet and areas that is what, not too dry. So what are epiphytes? Epiphytes are simply plants that grow on another plant for the purpose of support. Epiphytes are plants that grow on another plant for the purpose of support. So the answer to question 1 is mesophytes. Now question 2, during dry seasons in the tropics, the body, now the key word here is dry seasons, all right? During dry seasons in the tropics, the body metabolism of some animals slows to a minimal level in a process called, please, like I said, the key word here in this question is what? Dry season. Now we have two, this question is coming from adaptation, to be precise, physiological adaptations, all right, of animals. Now in the physiological adaptations of animals, we can either look at hibernation or we look at what? Estivation. All right, so option D is already out, B is out of it. All right, now the thing is that in hibernation only occur in wet seasons, all right, cold season, not dry season, cold seasons. Okay, so hibernation is just a process whereby an organism spends the winter season or the cold season in an inactive state where the body metabolism actually drops, all right. But estivation is when the animal spends the dry season. This one is for cold, so it does not match with what now, the dry season. This one is for cold, but estivation, C, is the answer, because estivation is the process whereby the body metabolism of an organism reduces to the minimal level, all right, during the dry seasons, during what? The dry seasons. So C is the answer. Then lastly, the specialized pigment cells that are involved in coloration and color change in animals are the specialized pigment cells that are involved in coloration and color change in animals are now the question here says specialized pigment cells, specialized pigment cells, all right. Now xanthophyll is not a pigment cell. Xanthophyll is a pigment, all right. It's a pigment, not a pigment cell. Chlorophyll is a pigment. Okay, it is a pigment, a green pigment. Now the answer is not melanin. Melanin is a pigment. The question did not ask us the pigment that is involved in the coloration and color change in animals. The question did not ask for pigment, but rather the question asked for what? Specialized pigment cells. So specialized pigment cells are known as what? Chromatophores. So the answer is B. All right, the answer is B. Chromatophores. Chromatophores are pigment cells, while melanin, all right, is a pigment that now gives coloration. So melanin is a pigment that gives coloration to animals, while chromatophores are pigment cells. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.